Close your eyes. Imagine warmth on your skin, the kind that comes from a stone that has been sitting in the sun all day. Take a slow breath in, and as you do, picture that warmth spreading across your forehead, smoothing it, softening it. Breathe out and let your face relax. Breathe in again slowly and feel the warmth move down to your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw. Let them all go slack, heavy, loose. Breathe out. Now feel it in your neck, a gentle heat that loosens every muscle there, and in your shoulders, which drop away from your ears as though the warmth is melting them down. Your arms grow heavy. Your hands grow still. Each breath draws the warmth further through you, down through your chest, your stomach, your hips. It reaches your legs, and they sink deeper into whatever holds them. Your knees, your calves, your ankles, all softening, all releasing. And your feet. Your feet are warm and bare and resting on sun-heated stone, and the heat moves up through your soles and into your whole body, and you are held by it, supported by it, and there is nothing you need to do. Nothing at all. You are simply here, warm and still, breathing and listening. The sun is low. It hangs above the western horizon like something that has been placed there deliberately, a circle of deep molten gold, and its light pours across the city in long, warm streams that turn everything they touch to amber. The sky around it is the color of ripe apricots, shading upward through bands of peach and rose, and, higher still, a pale lavender that deepens as it stretches toward the east. It is the hour when the day is almost over, but has not quite let go, when the world is suspended between warmth and coolness, between light and dark, between waking and something softer. It is the golden hour. It is the gentlest time. You are standing on a wide stone street. The street is paved with large flat stones that have been worn smooth by centuries of feet and weather and sun. The stones are the color of warm sand, a pale, honeyed gray, and they are warm beneath you. You are barefoot. The soles of your feet rest directly on the stone, and you can feel the heat that has been gathering there all day, stored in the rock by hours of sunlight, now radiating upward into your skin in a steady, gentle warmth. It is not hot. It is simply warm, the way skin is warm, the way a blanket is warm after it has been lying in the sun. You stand there for a moment and let the warmth move into you through the soles of your feet, up through your ankles, into your calves. The street is empty. There is no one else here. The city is quiet, the way a city is quiet when the day's work is done and the evening has not yet begun, when everyone has gone inside or somewhere else, leaving the streets and the buildings and the light to themselves. The only sounds are distant. The murmur of water from a fountain somewhere, far enough away that you cannot tell which direction it comes from. The soft, high calls of birds, swallows perhaps, circling in the warm air above the rooftops, their shapes small and dark against the golden sky. And beneath everything, a deep, vast silence, the silence of stone, of warm air, of a place that has stood here for so long that silence has become part of its structure. You begin to walk. The stone is smooth and warm beneath your bare feet, and each step is a small pleasure, the gentle press of your soul against the sun-heated surface, the faint grit of dust between your toes. The stones are not perfectly flat. They have been worn into shallow curves and dips by time, and your feet follow these contours naturally, rising and falling with the surface in a way that feels easy and unhurried. You walk slowly, is no destination. There is nowhere you need to be. The street is lined with buildings made of stone and marble. They rise on either side of you, their facades warm and golden in the low light. The walls are smooth in some places and rough in others, and they are the color of honey, of sandstone, of old cream. The sunlight strikes them at a low angle, and every surface that faces the west is lit with a deep, rich gold, while every surface that faces away is cast in a soft, warm shadow. The contrast between light and shadow is gentle and wide, and it gives the buildings a quality of depth and warmth that makes them look almost alive, as though they are breathing in the evening light and holding it. Ahead of you, a row of tall columns stands along one side of the street. They are made of marble, pale and smooth, each one wider than you could wrap your arms around, rising high above your head to meet a stone beam that stretches across their tops. The columns cast long shadows across the paving stones, dark bars of shade that stretch all the way to the opposite side of the street, and you walk through them, in and out of shadow and light, in and out. In the shadow, the stone beneath your feet is cooler, and the air is cooler on your skin, and the light dims for a moment. And then you step into the sunlight again, and the warmth returns on your feet, on your arms, on your face, and the world is golden once more. You pass through shadow and light, each transition slow and gentle, like the rhythm of breathing. You reach out and trail your hand along one of the columns as you pass. The marble is warm beneath your fingers, smooth and dense, with a faint, almost imperceptible grain that you can feel only if you move your fingertips very slowly across the surface. The warmth of the stone is deep. It is not just on the surface. It goes down into the marble, into the core of it, stored there by the long hours of sunlight, and it radiates into your hand with a steady, even heat that feels ancient and patient and endlessly calm. You leave your hand there for a moment, your palm flat against the column, feeling the warmth, feeling the smoothness, feeling the weight and the stillness of the stone. You walk on. The street opens into a wide, paved space. It is a forum, a broad, open area surrounded on all sides by columns and low buildings and steps that lead up to covered walkways. The paving stones here are larger and smoother than those on the street, and they are warm beneath your feet, each one holding its own store of heat from the day. The forum is empty and quiet. The low sunlight pours across it from the west, turning the pale stone to gold, casting long, dramatic shadows from the columns and the edges of the buildings. The shadows are sharp and clear, and they stretch across the open space in parallel lines, like the strings of some vast, silent instrument. You walk across the forum slowly, feeling the warm stone with each step, noticing the way the light falls differently on every surface. The marble of the columns is almost white, where the sun strikes it directly, so bright it seems to glow from within. The stone of the steps is a deeper gold, richer, more saturated. The walls of the buildings are somewhere in between, a warm amber that darkens to bronze where the shadows touch them. Everything is suffused with this same golden light, this same deep, quiet warmth, and the effect is one of absolute stillness and peace, as though the entire city has been dipped in honey and left to rest. In one corner of the forum, a low stone bench sits in a pool of sunlight. Its surface is smooth and pale, worn into a gentle curve by the weight of all the people who have sat on it over the years. You do not sit on it now, but you notice it, the way the light rests on it, the way the stone seems to hold the warmth with a kind of patience, as though it has been waiting all day for this particular slant of evening sun, and is now content to simply receive it. Beside the bench, a small plant has found its way through a crack in the paving stones, its leaves bright green against the pale stone, reaching upward toward the light. It is a small, ordinary thing, and the ordinariness of it is restful. At the center of the forum, the paving stones are arranged in a wide, circular pattern, and they are a slightly different color here, a warmer gold, and they are smoother, more polished, as though this is a place where people have gathered and stood and moved in circles for a very long time. You walk across this circle slowly, your bare feet following the smooth contours of the stone, and the warmth beneath you is even and steady and unbroken. You reach the far side of the forum and begin to climb a set of wide marble steps. The steps are broad and shallow, worn smooth at their edges, and the marble is warm against the soles of your feet. You climb slowly, one step at a time, and with each step the city opens up below you. You can see the rooftops now, flat and gently sloping, made of terracotta tiles that glow orange and red in the sunset light. Beyond them, more columns, more buildings, more streets stretching away into the distance, all of them bathed in the same golden warmth. The city seems to go on and on, a landscape of warm stone and long shadows, quiet and vast and deeply beautiful in the way that only very old things are beautiful. You reach the top of the steps and sit down. The marble beneath you is smooth and warm, and you feel the heat of it against your legs and the backs of your thighs as you settle. You rest your palms on the stone on either side of you, and the warmth seeps into your hands. You sit and look out over the city. The sun is lower now. It has dropped closer to the horizon, and its light has deepened from gold to a rich, burning amber. The shadows have grown longer, stretching across the rooftops and the streets below in dark, soft shapes. The sky in the west is a deep orange, shading into rose at the edges, and higher up, the pale lavender has begun to deepen into violet. The air is still warm, but there is the faintest coolness at the edges of it now. The first breath of evening, gentle and clean, carrying with it the smell of warm stone and dust, and, from somewhere nearby, the green, slightly bitter scent of olive trees. You sit and watch the light change. It happens slowly, so slowly that you cannot see it moving, only notice from time to time that the color has shifted, that the gold has become more orange, that the orange has become more red, that the shadows have reached a little further than they had a moment ago. The city below you is still and quiet. A bird calls once, somewhere in the distance, a clear, liquid note that hangs in the warm air for a moment and then fades. The swallows are still circling above the rooftops, but their movements have slowed, their loops wider and more relaxed, as though they too are settling into the evening. You watch the light move across the buildings below. It touches a wall, turns it from gold to copper, and moves on. It catches the edge of a rooftop and sets the terracotta tiles glowing like embers, and then the glow softens and fades as the sun drops lower. The long shadows on the streets below have merged now, flowing together like dark water filling a basin, and only the upper walls and the tops of the columns still catch the direct light. The city is settling into evening, the way a body settles into sleep. Slowly, from the ground up, the lower parts growing dark and cool, while the upper parts still hold the last of the warmth. The warmth of the marble beneath you is steady and deep. It holds you the way warm water holds you, surrounding you, supporting you, asking nothing of you in return. You can feel it through your palms and your legs and the bottoms of your feet, which rest on the step below. And the feeling is one of being connected to the earth through the stone, grounded and held and safe. A gentle breeze moves across the top of the steps. It is warm, barely cooler than the air itself, and it carries the smell of stone and dust and the faint, dry sweetness of olive blossoms. It touches your face and your arms and moves on, unhurried, as though it has nowhere in particular to go. You feel it lift the hair at your temples, very slightly, and then it is gone, and the air is still again. You sit there for a long while. Minutes pass. The sun continues its slow descent. The light on the buildings below shifts from amber to a deep, warm copper, and the shadows grow longer and softer. The sky in the west is a band of deep rose now, and above it, the violet has darkened to something closer to blue. The first star appears, a single, faint point of light, high in the eastern sky, so pale it is almost invisible. You notice it without looking for it, the way you notice a sound that has been there all along. After a time, you stand. The marble is still warm beneath your feet, though the warmth has begun to fade, slowly, the way all things fade in the evening, gently and without resistance. You walk down the steps and along a narrow street that curves away from the forum. The street is quieter here, enclosed by walls of warm stone on either side, and the light is softer, the sun now hidden behind the buildings, its glow visible only in the sky above and in the warm reflected light that lingers on the upper walls and the edges of the rooftops. The walls of the buildings on either side of you are close enough to touch, and you trail your hand along one as you walk. The stone is warm beneath your fingertips, not as warm as it was in the full sun, but still holding a gentle residual heat, the last echo of the day. The surface is slightly rough here, not the polished smoothness of the marble columns, but the honest, grainy texture of stone that has been carved and placed and left to the weather. Small details appear beneath your fingers as you walk. A joint between two blocks, where the mortar has receded slightly and left a thin line of shadow. A patch of lichen, dry and flat, its surface barely different from the stone around it. A small chip in one block, smooth-edged from years of rain. These details pass beneath your hand slowly, one after another, and the touching of them is a quiet, gentle pleasure. The air in the narrow street smells of warm stone and dust, and the faint, dry scent of plaster. It is still and calm, sheltered from whatever breeze moves above the rooftops. Your bare feet pad softly on the paving stones, and the sound is quiet and rhythmic, a gentle percussion that fades almost before it reaches your ears. The street leads you to a garden. It is a small walled space, enclosed on all sides by low stone walls covered in trailing ivy and the dusty green leaves of olive trees. The olive trees are old, their trunks thick and twisted and grey, and their leaves catch the last of the light and hold it in small silvery flashes. The ground of the garden is paved in the same warm stone as the street, but here there is also earth, dark and fragrant, and small plants grow in the spaces between the stones, their leaves green and soft. In the center of the garden, there is a fountain. It is a simple thing, a low, round basin made of pale marble with a slender column rising from its center, from which water flows in a gentle, steady stream. The water catches the light as it falls, turning for a moment into liquid gold before it reaches the basin and spreads across the surface in slow, soft ripples. The sound of the water is quiet and continuous, a gentle murmuring, a soft, ceaseless whisper that fills the garden without overwhelming it. It is the sound of something that has been flowing for a very long time and will go on flowing long after you are gone. You walk to the fountain and sit on the stone rim of the basin. The marble is warm, the same deep, stored warmth as the steps and the columns and the paving stones. The warmth of a day's worth of sunlight slowly being released into the evening air. You can feel it beneath you, steady and comforting. You rest your hands on the stone on either side of you, and the marble is smooth and solid under your palms. The rim of the basin is wide enough to sit comfortably, and you settle your weight there and feel the stone support you, firm and patient. The water flows beside you, inches away. You can feel the faintest mist from it on the back of your hand, cool and fine, a gentle contrast to the warmth of the stone beneath you. You look into the basin. The water is clear and still at the edges, and at the center, where the stream falls from the column, it is alive with gentle movement, small currents and eddies that catch the fading light and scatter it in soft, shifting patterns across the surface. The bottom of the basin is made of the same pale marble as the rim, and you can see it through the water, slightly wavering, slightly distorted, as though seen through old glass. The sound of the water is very close now, a soft, continuous murmuring that fills your ears the way the warmth fills your skin, gently, completely, without effort. You listen to it. It does not change. It does not speed up or slow down. It simply flows, steady and patient, a sound without beginning or end. The sky above the garden is changing. The rose and orange of the west are fading now, deepening into shades of mauve and dusky purple, and the blue in the east has darkened to something closer to indigo. More stars have appeared, scattered across the deepening sky in ones and twos, small and faint and perfectly still. The olive trees above you are dark shapes now, their leaves no longer silver, but a deep, soft grey, and they move very slightly in a breeze so gentle you can barely feel it. The air is cooler now, not cold, just cooler. The warmth of the day is receding slowly, like a tide going out, and in its place comes the calm, clean coolness of the evening. It touches your face and your arms, and it feels gentle and refreshing, like cool water on warm skin. But the stone beneath you is still warm. It holds the heat of the day deep inside itself, releasing it slowly, and you can feel it radiating upward into your body. A warmth that is steady and reliable, and deeply, quietly comforting. The fountain murmurs beside you. The water flows. The ripples spread across the surface of the basin and dissolve at the edges, and new ripples form and dissolve, and form again, endlessly, patiently, without hurry. The birds have settled. The swallows are gone from the sky. Somewhere in the garden, in the branches of one of the olive trees, a bird makes a soft, low sound. Not a song, just a quiet settling noise. The sound of a creature tucking its head beneath its wing and closing its eyes. And then it is silent. The city is quiet. The streets beyond the garden walls are still. The forum is dark and empty. The columns stand in the last fading light, pale and tall and patient. The sky deepens. The stars grow brighter. The violet overhead is becoming true darkness now, a deep, soft black that holds the stars the way the stone holds warmth, gently, without effort. You sit on the warm stone beside the fountain, and you do not move. The water murmurs. The air is cool on your skin. The marble is warm beneath you. These three things, the water, the air, the stone, are steady and unchanging, and they are enough. Your breathing is slow. Each breath comes easily. Your shoulders are low. Your hands are still on the warm marble. Your body is heavy and relaxed. The fountain flows, steady, soft, constant. The stars brighten above you, one by one, small and white and still. The warm stone holds you. The garden holds you. The evening holds you. Your eyes grow heavy. The light is nearly gone now. Only the stars and the faint, pale glow along the western horizon remain. The water murmurs. The air is still. The stone is warm. Your thoughts begin to slow. They come gently, and they go gently, like ripples in the fountain, forming and dissolving, forming and dissolving. The olive trees are dark shapes above you, their leaves still, their branches quiet. The sky is deep and soft, the stars scattered across it, like grains of light, like dust. The fountain, the water falling, steady and gentle, a sound that has no beginning, no end. The warm stone beneath you, still holding the sun, still giving it back, slowly, gently. The city is quiet, the streets empty, the columns standing pale in the darkness, their shadows gone now, dissolved into the night. You are warm, you are still, the stone holds you, the water speaks to you, soft and low and steady. The breeze touches your face, barely there, warm and fading, like a breath. The sky darkens, the stars grow, small and bright and far away. The sound of the fountain, growing softer now, or perhaps you are simply drifting further from it, further into quiet, into warmth, into stillness. The smell of warm stone and olive leaves and dust and evening. You drift slowly, gently, like the water, like the light, like the last warmth leaving the stone. Everything softens. The garden the sky, the sound of the water, just warmth, just stillness, just the quiet dark. And you are asleep on the warm stone beneath the stars in the ancient, gentle city. The fountain goes on, and the stars go on, and the night goes on.